Good morning, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest, and today we're going to be talking about Project Moon. This is the studio that is behind Limbus Company. We're going to be talking about what they're doing right, what they're doing different, and how a lot of companies really need to learn from them. So let's go ahead and dig in. I think it's really important as consumers to point out that for a long time, with a lot of different gaming companies, we have really been put on the back burner. To use War of the Visions as an example right now, they've had broken AI that the developer has literally acknowledged for the last, I believe it's like week or 2 weeks. They've had literally like, oh man, so many things going on between hackers and, like just things that the developer is not addressing on the global release of the game, that to actually come and play a game where developers have released globally all at once and where developers care about communication to everybody is just incredible. I've spent years covering different gacha games, whether they have been from Japan or Korea, and almost always there is a Japan first, a Korea first, or a different version of the game that garners more attention. And of course, that's because that's where a lot of the money is, but that's also where the game was released first. And I've always felt like as a consumer, we spend these money on the gacha games and we're just kind of left to hang and dry. The global market is essentially just used to earn a little bit of extra cash. And it really feels like with the global launch of Limbus Company, they are including everybody. They're communicating with everybody and everybody's involved. And having this clear communication, having a developer that sounds like they care, that knows what they're doing, that is delivering on promises is mind-blowing, right? How many times have you seen a AAA game come out recently where, oh man, didn't really work, so we're going to shut the servers down, right? Or we're going to stop updating a live service model game, right? And then you have Limbus Company come along. They're communicating clearly through Twitter, of all places. They're releasing their own documents to the public. They're literally releasing a roadmap of what we can expect, when we can expect it, and they're releasing this in multiple different languages, which really speaks to the importance of their global audience, that they really care about everybody. And I'm going to be honest, I'm happy for the first time ever not having to go and translate a shit ton of information about a game because they either are 3 months ahead of us on, whatever Japanese side or Korean side the game is, or because they just don't want to release the information in English. So to get something like this, to get a roadmap, to see clear communication, and to even get notices about updates to the game within the first week of the game's release. Keep in mind, this game has not been out for a long time, and they're already changing fundamental aspects of the game in order to make it so that you don't feel like you have to grind the game throughout the entire week, which to me signals, one, they're a developer that's listening, they're communicating to everybody, they're kind of involving everybody in the process. And to top all of this off, you have a monetization system in game that isn't required. You do not have to participate in spending money on the gacha. And if you do choose to spend money on the gacha, and I'll show you just real quick what that looks like, it's actually relatively cheap compared to many other games. So we'll go ahead and go. This is how crazy it is. I actually can't find the shop here. That's literally how crazy it is right now. Like the shop, so I can't do this. So there we go. Here's the shop. Here's the packs. And Of course, they have like a $59.99 pack, right? They have a monthly extraction pack. But if you just take a look at their max offer here, this is pretty crazy. The amount of pulls you can get for this compared to other games at similar prices is wild to me. You don't need to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on this game in order to max out your character. Now, despite all of this good stuff, there is a couple of things I would like to see them work on, and I'm hopeful, seeing the work that they're doing, that they will address these things. Things like the friends list, which a lot of people don't realize. You can actually put a sixth member into your party. So when you go to a mission and you select your party, it's very unintuitive. You come in, oh man, okay. Hold on, there we go. We come in and you have to edit team here and then click and then go to support up here. And you can only do this after you've added friends. And there's never a time where you would ever indicate like you would really want to click on the red. So a lot of times, a lot of people don't know how to access the support characters. You know, having an icon that says like 1 out of 1 support would be really useful. You know, there's other things in this game, because it's such a complicated game, that would make it really difficult without having a more advanced tutorial. And I think they could highlight that as well. But for the most part, just having the clear communication from a studio to the actual players and to the content creators around what the intentions are, where they're at, where they've messed up, and they've messed up and they have given compensation. Like if I had been playing any other game and I had gotten the compensation that Limbus Company has given us, holy Jesus, like the compensation is so good. They literally gave us like 30 pulls compensation. They're literally giving us like a free 3-star character because of a small wording difference in one language variation of the game. Like, they are on top of it. They know that instead of leaning in on waifus or sex or, you know, kind of these types of tropes that a lot of gacha games do, they're leaning in on customer loyalty, customer retention. And because of that, I'm really respecting this game company. And it's something where this game company previously, with some of their previous titles, I had been frustrated with them because I couldn't get their titles to work on my computer. And I was just like, God, I really want to play their games, but I can't because for whatever reason, it just won't run, you know, on my computer. But now to see what they're doing, now that they have a larger budget, now that they're a bigger studio, I'm just impressed. I think this is one of the best gacha releases of the year. I don't think it will be the most popular. I don't think it's going to be the biggest deal, but I do think it will be the best. And I do think right now, Project Moon is probably my favorite game studio in terms of being able to communicate and relate to players that are playing the game, and, you know, just having that clear communication is so incredible. Anyway, everybody, let me know what you think down below, and I will catch you guys all later.